Tonight on Chronicle, the benefit of bees in your own backyard. How you can have a maintenance-free hive at your home.
I talk too much about bees to people. I corner them at parties and I talk about bees. But then it dawned on me, as much as some of my friends make fun of me about that people listened. I'm like, wait, if people are listening, then they have a desire for bees. But why are they not just being a beekeeper?
It's the largest electric railway museum in the world, traveling through time at the Seashore Trolley Museum.
Trolley cars were largely invented here, and then the technology was exported to Europe and the rest of the world. The biggest builders were here in this country.
Plus, Fritz Weatherby's New Hampshire.
First it was Chiswick, then it was Apthorpe, and now it's Dalton. I'll tell you the story.
That's next on Chronicle.
Whoa! And there it goes if it stays fair. Home run, and we will have a seventh game in the 1975 World Series, everybody.
Yeah, we're not really at Fenway Park, and Sean's really not Carlton Fisk, but these are considered to be some of the best batting cages in all of New England.
Yeah, this is Mel's Fenway Park in Litchfield. There are 5 hardball batting cages here with speeds ranging from 45 to 85 miles an hour. There are 5 softball cages, and stand back, I'm going to send one of these hardballs right out of here. Oh! Not bad. Not bad,
but don't quit your day job, which involves introducing stories to our audience. For instance, did you know that people around the state are buzzing about a Nashua man who is taking his love for bees to your backyard?
Yeah, that's right. Kagan Weeks, known by some as the Bee Man, wants to bring the good work the insects do into as many people's lives as possible.
So he started a company called Hive at your home, where he brings bees to live on your property. You get all the benefits, but you don't have to do any of the work.
And as it turns out, it's a pretty sweet deal.
This here is 6 days old.
People call Kagan Weeks the Bee Man, the Bee Whisperer, the Bee Expert, but really Kagan Weeks is a bee giver.
As a kid, my grandfather had bees. He got rid of them when I was fairly young, but I do remember them. And I started off hobby beekeeping using all his old hives. So this come's a little bit older. You see it's brown, darker. I talk too much about bees to people. I corner them at parties and I talk about bees. But then it dawned on me, as much as some of my friends make fun of me about that people listened. I'm like, wait, if people are listening, then they have a desire for bees. But why are they not just being a beekeeper?
With that idea, Kagan started Hive at your home to bring people bees. He brings you all the benefits of bees without any of the work.
What I offer as a service, it's a hive at your house maintained for a year. You can renew, or you can buy the hive out and keep it yourself, or you can say, that was great, thanks, and I'll move the hive on. Well, hence there's not this forever commitment or huge deposit on things that, oh, well now I have all this equipment I'm not using. I'm just going to introduce a little bit of smoke into these hives. Currently I maintain 28 hives for people. I hope next year here in New Hampshire to add 50 hives in public locations.
Kagan has 2 kinds of customers: people who want hives for their personal home and gardens, and those who sponsor hives or host hives in community spaces, like Roger Noonan of Middle Branch Farm in New Boston.
We primarily operate as a CSA, a community-supported agriculture.
Before Kagan, Roger had always relied on native pollinators, but this year he's hoping his new hives help to pollinate his squash crop.
If you look around, you'll see I have enough to do. Yeah, we make maple syrup and we have livestock, and then I try to have a life as well. So beekeeping is just one thing I'm happy to sub out.
Kagan also travels to Ware to maintain a hive that he has set up with 10,000 bees in one of his signature week-style hives at Ian McSweeney's house.
Twofold, food and flowers that, you know, like without the bees, it's really tough to get good crops of both. And I've been thinking a lot about honey and the local honey being great for kids growing up. So my son Dylan, and having local honey will get him immune to certain things that a lot of kids are getting allergies to.
This honey here was from my house in Nashua. All right, Don, here you go. Give you a stick. Grab that right there. There you go.
But for Kagan, honey is secondary in his hives.
I stress that I don't focus honey production, so therefore there's not much of that. I'm trying to keep the bees alive and breeding more bees now that we're local survivor bees.
Ian says so far having a hive at his home is filled with benefits and it's low maintenance.
He does most of it. He says, you know, we can watch the bees, ask how they're doing, how their activity is, but it mainly just sits with him to complete the work. So Kagan takes on all the work and brings the bees, and if I'm home, he's happy to teach. If not, he'll do what has to be done.
They're coming in and out, they're active, even though the sun's come, we're in the shade a little bit now, they're coming in and out, which they're happy bees.
There are many factors that may be leading to the decline in the honeybee population. Trucking, disease, insecticides, colony collapse disorder. But Kagan says by raising local bees, he's doing what he can to help the creatures that he loves.
I look at it as a system problem. Leave that system of sick, beaten up bees, raise bees locally, don't truck them out west, and don't treat them with chemicals. Breed tough bees that can deal with here locally and help the local organic agriculture system.
And although Hive at your home isn't a moneymaker for weeks, it is the nectar the bee giver needs to keep on giving.
It makes me happy that people are into bees, because if that wasn't something I'm into, then I would just keep honeybees, keep them in remote locations and not have to deal with people. I like the fact that setting it up in community environments, that there's a people interaction, and that what's keeping me doing this is that they like it.
Coming up later, clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Coming up in 1 minute, your hometown weather. Coming up next,
We have trolleys from all over the world. We try to replicate the major cities that had trolleys.
Next up, we travel up the coast a bit. The Seashore Trolley Museum in Kennebunkport, Maine was founded in 1939 with one open trolley car. Today, the collection contains over 250 transit vehicles from all over the world, including New Hampshire, of course, making it the oldest and largest electric railway museum in the world. Tiffany Eddy has a look.